Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt what no one else seemed to notice? The fake smiles, the hidden anger, the unspoken tension. Carl Jung believed that some people are born with this rare ability, and he called it dangerous, because seeing everything that others miss doesn't make life easier. It can isolate you, it can destroy your relationships, or if you learn to integrate it, it can transform you into exactly what humanity needs. Today, we'll explore Jung's most dangerous discovery, the hidden curse of extraordinary perception. In his clinical work, Jung noticed a strange pattern. Certain patients could read micro-expressions, detect lies instantly, and sense emotions others hid, even from themselves. He called this ability differentiated perception. But here's the paradox. These people weren't mentally ill. They weren't delusional. Their perceptions were startlingly accurate. And yet, this gift ruined their lives. Jung's conclusion shocked even him. When the unconscious becomes too conscious, survival in society becomes nearly impossible. People with this gift ended up alone, not because they were unstable, but because they could see too much. Friends avoided them, employers couldn't handle them, and relationships collapsed because no one wants to feel completely seen. Jung warned, when one sees clearly what others cannot, one becomes a mirror that society cannot bear to look into. In other words, their greatest gift became their greatest curse. Jung later identified 4 types of these highly perceptive individuals. See if you recognize yourself in one of them. 1. The feeling intuitive. Absorbs emotions like a sponge. You feel everyone's pain, joy, or anger as if it's your own. 2. The thinking intuitive. Sees patterns and outcomes long before they unfold. You can predict relationship breakdowns or failures before anyone else notices the signs. 3. The sensation intuitive. Detects the physical side of hidden emotions. You sense illness or tension in others before it shows up outwardly. 4. The pure intuitive, the rarest. You perceive everything at once but struggle to express it clearly, often drowning in overwhelm. Each type carries incredible potential, and each faces the same danger: collapse without integration. So, what exactly makes this gift so threatening? Jung outlined 3 major dangers. Collective disruption. When you expose truths society survives by ignoring, you become a destabilizing force. Families, groups, even entire cultures resist you. Psychological isolation. You feel like you're living in a different reality, unable to share what you see. Identity dissolution. Absorbing so much of others' unconscious material that you lose track of who you really are. This is why many highly perceptive people break down unless they learn Jung's solution. Jung called this solution the individuation process. It was his life's work, and it transformed overwhelming perception into wisdom. It had 3 key stages. 1. Recognition and differentiation. Learn to separate your feelings from those you've absorbed. Tip: spend time in solitude daily to let the noise settle. 2. Shadow integration. Accept in yourself the very flaws you see so easily in others. When you own your shadow, you stop projecting it outward. 3. Conscious participation. Engage with others' unconscious material without being consumed by it. Think of it as building a psychological container. Through this process, perception becomes a tool for healing, not self-destruction. Jung often compared 2 historical figures to explain this. Nietzsche possessed extraordinary perception, but failed to integrate it. He became consumed, isolated, and eventually broke down. Meister Eckhart, a medieval mystic who channeled his deep perception into compassionate service. His insights nourished others instead of overwhelming them. The difference? Integration. Jung also warned about traps along the way. Inflation trap. Believing your perception makes you superior, leading to arrogance and isolation. Withdrawal trap. Using perception as an excuse to disconnect from humanity. Helper's trap. Losing yourself by constantly trying to fix everyone else. Overwhelm return. Falling back into chaos during stress if you stop practicing integration. Integration, Jung said, is a lifelong process, not a one-time achievement. Why does this matter? Because Jung believed highly perceptive individuals aren't mistakes. They're pioneers of consciousness. They carry insights the collective isn't ready to see, but eventually will need. They are scouts for humanity's psychological future. So, if you've ever felt like you see too much, if you've ever been accused of being too sensitive, too intense, or too much, remember, your perception is not your curse. Your unconscious relationship to it is integrated, and you become not an outcast, but a bridge to humanity's next stage of growth. Which type of perceiver do you resonate with most? Feeling, thinking, sensation, or pure intuitive? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you want more Jungian psychology made practical, don't forget to like, subscribe, and explore our other videos. Because the world doesn't just need people who see more. It needs people who see wisely.